Congress star campaigner Rahul Gandhi addresses public gathering at THANGJAM in Imphal. AICC leader assures Congress party will safeguard language, culture and history of Manipur. Two personnel of Indo-Tibetan border police on election duty sustained splinter injuries in IED explosion at Wangotera area in Kaching district. Manipur adds 73 new COVID-19 cases, 82 recoveries and 1 death in 24 hours. Positivity rate stands at 4.70%. India logged 16,051 new COVID-19 cases, over 37,000 recoveries and 206 deaths in 24 hours. Recovery rate stands at 98.33%. And Impact TV's camera person Laimim Shubhas bags late Professor Subhakrishna Memorial Journalist Award 2022 on Mother Language Day. Good evening and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English News. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear your masks properly and maintain a safe distance. And I'm PREMI THANGJAM bringing you the news in details. All India Congress Committee, AICC General Secretary and Congress Party star campaigner arrived in Imphal today on one-day visit to campaign for the two-phased 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly elections scheduled on February 28 and March 5th. Addressing the public gathering at THANGJAM in Imphal, organized by Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee, Rahul Gandhi assured that the Congress Party will strive to safeguard the language, culture and history of Manipur. He mocked Prime Minister Narendra Modi of encouraging people to clang utensils to ward off coronavirus at the peak of pandemic. Rahul Gandhi said, Congress Party does not believe in such idiotic concepts. Rahul Gandhi recalled that he was ridiculed in the parliament session for warning the central government to take safety measures to combat coronavirus pandemic. He criticized Prime Minister Narendra Modi for encouraging people to light mobile phones and clang utensils to ward off coronavirus instead of ensuring adequate oxygen cylinders, ventilators and hospital beds, leading to deaths of lakhs of people due to COVID-19. He also lamented over the low COVID vaccination rate in Manipur. Reminding about unity in diversity, Rahul Gandhi said Congress Party respects and honors the culture, language and the rich heritage of Manipur, unlike the BJP's one idea, one language vision. The AICC General Secretary said his visit in Manipur was intentional as he sought to understand the interests of the public. Stressing the need to promote the state, Rahul Gandhi slammed the BJP government of sidelining the state's culture, tradition and democratic system. Earlier in the day, Chief Minister Okrami Bobi, Congress Working Committee member THANGJAM and Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee officials accorded a warm welcome to Rahul Gandhi upon his arrival at Bir Tikendrajit Imphal International Airport.
And the Prime Minister, his solution, his fascinating solution to the problem of COVID was to tell the people of India, Thali bajao, virus bhag jayega. You understand the vision these people have. Probably the only Prime Minister leader in the world whose reaction to a virus was Thali bajao. You're laughing, but he is our Prime Minister. These are the ideas that the Prime Minister of India has. These are the ideas, some of which he will give you tomorrow. You know, and then when Thali Bajao failed, he came out with a new one. Mobile phone ki light jalao. Pehle Thali Bajao, then mobile phone ki light jalao. Oxygen ka cylinder to nahi dunga. Ventilator nahi milega. Hospital mein palang nahi milega. Thali Bajao, light jalao. और वही मणिपुर में हुआ. हजारों लोग बिना ऑक्सीजन के, बिना वेंटिलेटर के मणिपुर में मरे.
Rahul Gandhi urged people of Manipur to inquire Prime Minister Modi about failure of demonetization, false GST, deprivation of livelihood of over 2 crore small-scale businessmen and false promise of transferring 15 lakh rupees to bank accounts of the country's citizens. The Congress star campaigner also said palm oil plantation being initiated by BJP government in Manipur will benefit only few rich corporates. He asserted that Congress party aims to develop the future of Manipur, revive MSME sector in the state and improved irrigation for enhanced rice production. He recalled that Congress government constructed the unique Kwairamban Ima market buildings with an aim to empower women folk of the state. He asked how much improvement and extension the BJP government has made to the Kwairamban market buildings. Rahul Gandhi said Congress will ensure 1/3 seats reservation to women and focus on improving horticulture, food processing and tourism sectors to boost the income of farmers and create jobs for youths in the state.
We are not interested in helping Baba Ramdev and punishing the people of Manipur. That is not our interest. We are interested in protecting the future of the people of Manipur. And that is why we are committed to guaranteeing MSP for horticultural product. That is why we want to make Manipur self-sufficient in rice production. We want to expand irrigation facilities so that farmers will be able to go 2 to 3 crops a year. This is the difference between the visions. They want to help 1 or 2 large business people. They want to transform Manipur into palm oil plantations. We want to empower the rice farmers of Manipur. We want to transform horticulture in Manipur. We want to guarantee a minimum price to the farmers of this wonderful state.
Speaking on the occasion, Congress Party Legislature Party leader Okrimi Bobi said Prime Minister Narendra led central government keeps sending central BJP leaders in the state, but they have not announced any schemes or projects. He recalled that Congress government led by Prime Minister Manmohan Singh and Party President Sonia Gandhi visited the state only a couple of times during the Congress regime and announced various welfare projects for the state. Okrimi Bobi mentioned that Congress government constructed the Kwairamban Ima Markets mini secretariat, subdivisional headquarter offices and upgraded RIMS and Manipur University into central institutions. He also said the Congress government completed 60% of the Ziribam-Tupul railway project by declaring it a national project. He marked that the Ukhrul-Kamjong road constructed under loans from Asian Development Bank by the Congress government was recently inaugurated by Home Minister Amit Shah. He asked what happened to the 150-acre land area acquired by the Congress government to construct a permanent campus of Indian Institute of Technology after setting up a temporary campus at Manipuri. He also mentioned that NIT Lumphil was established during the Congress regime to tap the potential of Manipuri youths in this technological era. The CLP leader also criticized the BJP government of disturbing the duties of local elected members by utilizing government officials in carrying out go-to-hills and go-to-village missions. He took a jibe at the BJP government for announcing various unrealizable multi-crore packages during go-to-hills and go-to-village programs. He appealed to vote for Congress party in the upcoming election. AICC election observer Manipur in charge Jairam Ramesh, AICC in charge Manipur Bhakta Charandas, CWC member Gekhangam, MPCC president and Lokin and Congress leaders from Assam and Nagaland were present on the occasion.
Honorable Prime Minister Hanagi Dr. Manmohan Singh, Madam Sonia Gandhi, Ningshin View, Anirak Kaptal Lambari, Ahan Bala Ambada, Akoina Hajabadagi, Manipurgi, Life Hamgatsak, Manaba Kangla, Manipuri Prajan Pami, Mase Koya Sinabi High Sinaramba. Manipurji Central Region, Manipur University says Central Election Bureau, Aduga Regional Institute of Medical Sciences, Government of Indian Election Bureau or Haibudo, Amukla Ambada, Tangla Sinarame, Convocation, University Convocation, Manipur University say, a koi Central Election Labani and Lapomi. Regional Institute of Medical Sciences, Central Election Lami. Modi Kiarak Lame, Mana Kari Lako Agema, Mana Gut Lerba, Tauna Lerba, Akoyi State Armed Medical Institute, Jawaharlal Nehru Institute of Medical Sciences, or Dhanamanjuri University, Manipur. India government election lena mana gat le jong ta lau phu piudna BJP da hangi ba question neba maseba.
President of BJP Manipur Pradesh A. Sarda alleged that Congress party's lack of vision, documented irresponsibility have led to increase unemployment among youths even after 75 years of India's independence. She was speaking at the one-day interaction program of minority voters in Andhra Assembly constituency with A. Sarda Devi, President BJP Manipur Pradesh, and THANGJAM BJP candidate 7 Andhra Assembly constituency today. BJP Andhra Mandal organized a program at the residence of ex-Minister THANGJAM at Ngarian Chingkhong, Angtha. A. Sarda said Prime Minister Narendra Modi led BJP government never mistreated anyone. She added that benefits of every central government scheme is availed to beneficiaries. She promised that BJP will live up to its promises in the manifesto if voted to power.
Responsibility atumba Indian National Congress amadi maga zabinna political parties inna akogi after 75 years independence makoina 75 years independence we bawda makoina policy program tawron dabana maram oirakanda thabak phangdaba masing yambane patik saba country ma oyen gaba taragadi aikoida yawna skills se develop to darkar lai aduna maram oirakanda skill develop tawna na bidamakta skill university sagadoribane masini vision nama yaw bharas Bharatiya Janata Party di vision yawi planning tawi action tawi monitoring tawi review tawi.
Speaking on the occasion, 7 Andhra Assembly constituency BJP candidate cum ex-minister THANGJAM appealed to those concerned to stop the rumor to Maitai Pangal community that voting for BJP is wrong as per Islam teachings. He added that BJP has no issue with Islam and stressed on the welfare activities taken up for Muslims by the BJP government.
Tamil Jati Sigi ethics sopa sokada I emere na lagi bakanda jati ki strongdom Musman Sigi sokada thaba event bakanda saban churon bo ai borka da wojino ai bayam dai salam to gadi lai ba koi tolen da bo pida na ji tawsi akoi angang ji youth ki ere jo ai ba angang ji mayama nungdang da chala kanda imai be ji mai thongan thonga na thoga election wai dai sa na punja bodo adogi sama thamna ba nang kujat chala ga lai ngai da akoi tolen thamba gari ji to karai deno tongan tongan ba tolen changna da ba tolen mi aman pusala kanda pangan kunda pangan mi kada pusala ga akoi naharo ni pangan ge anang no gi dai tugai ma ngami ne ba adogi ra ti kai nai je na sini chap chau pa ko mi la da tang ko di pan da komin na sia na ai mayam da ai salam to gi haijari.
NPP candidate of Andhra constituency Laurimbam Sanjay has appealed for a free and fair election. Sanjay was speaking at his flag hoisting ceremony held at Nongpok Ningthau Community Hall in Yairipok, Yambem today. NPP Secretary Organization Sheikh Nurul Hassan, spokesperson M. Ibohal, President of United Progressive Association Andhra Constituency Mohammad Zakir Hussain and others attended the event. NPP candidate Sanjay appealed to fight against division politics in the constituency. He vowed for better health and education sector, good roads, welfare of farmers, youths, women and senior citizens. He also condemned the attempt to kill his father in assault towards his workers and appealed to support him in the upcoming election.
I shamak abadi I give one sing. When I give a car power, kidnap Toraga, a so much return nama, Tova Siam level Tivan Yana looks over Golana, quite Kotimapu, Kubiriva, Matakaliva Mapuna, Loino Ui, Amason, Kadawada, Mapui, Umahana, Liam Nataro and Wapam, Tamzabagolana, Shorna, Amamanga, Namakoivo, Soida Nomona, Nomadi, and the Pierre can have Wapam, Yabba Tamsaga. loina koi ishor bu thajaraga mai pang aba lambi da kendra sige awon ba anowa abadi chakhat ba nuksi sanana hingno ba drama ge khena ba leitaba.
State Election Committee CPI Manipur State Council held election meeting for Kurai Assembly constituency CPI candidate R.K. Amusana at Kurai Sajor Laikai today. CPI General Secretary and Rajya Sabha ex-MP D. Raja, CPI Manipur State Secretary L. Sotin Kumar, CPI M State Unit Secretary K.S.H. Shanta and CPI workers took part in the meeting. Speaking on the occasion, CPI candidate R.K. Amusana said he is contesting the election touring development in the constituency. He expressed firm belief that he will win the upcoming election under the initiative of Manipur Progressive Secular Alliance.
Like so Hirun Hakaya sing say, Tapak P with the Achumba Mong, the P the corrupted with Monga, Paisakaya Saraga, Mantri, MLA, Moikaya, Naknabami Natragadi, Tapakangwagi, Awabase, Yamna Mayoknaba, Narol Kayagi, Adugumba, Punshigi, Kanjarakpa, Aina, Lecta Makpagi, Aruiba Mahisha Tabangni, Haiba. Tabak to my Punana, Mayok no matam the Sanjatunda Yogdi Yadaba, Maduna Koi Ning Bakairapa, Naharon Gipunchise, Ariam but the Mangradra Habigi, Pakat Palebase, I Soidana, Karigum MLA in a hundred kisses the Levak Padana, Miang Hut with Javatarabadi, I Nasigi, Anova Sarkar, I Koi Lakpatarabasu, Natragana, I Koi opposition in the Labor Tarabasu, Sapsana, I Yutramoina, Tenger Kibado, I assembly the Mute with Matam Dia, Choba, Maduki Tengnabada, Chobarolama Logjagani and Itamse.
Thangmaiban United Club TUC has boycotted BJP candidate of Thangmaiban Assembly constituency, Jotin Waikom. The club alleged Jotin Waikom of hurling abusive words for tearing down his election-related posters. Speaking to media at Ima Kuntokhan Bishanglin, Thangmaiban today, TUC President Pratap Le Shangthim stated that the club has ensured that no election-related clashes occur in the constituency. However, a scuffle broke out between Thangmaiban JDU candidate cum MLA KH Joykishan and BJP candidate Jotin Waikom's workers over tearing down of posters. He said Joykishan's posters on walls were torn and replaced with Jotin Waikom's posters, upon which heated arguments ensued. Pratap said TUC Joint Secretary and a member tried to contain the situation. He alleged that BJP candidate Jotin Waikom along with his 60 workers approached the club and used misappropriate words. Two personnel of Indo-Tibetan border police on election duty were injured in a bomb explosion that occurred at Wango Tera area in Kakching district around 7:40 last night. The injured personnel are 34-year-old Constable Girija Sankar and 31-year-old Constable Gaurav Rai. They are natives of Uttarakhand. Girija sustained injuries on his leg, chest and cheek, while Gaurav's both legs and hips were injured. The two ITBP personnel of Arunachal Pradesh were stationed at Wango Tera High School for election duty. The personnel came under bomb attack while patrolling at the area about 150 meters apart from Wango police station gate. Injured personnel were first rushed to Jeevan Hospital in Kakching, Lamdong and then to Raj Medicity around 11 p.m. Police team led by SP Kakching has inspected the crime scene and Wango police station has registered a case. Meanwhile, proscribed People's Revolutionary Party of Kanglai Park Pre-Park publicity officer Mangal Kuman claimed that the IED blast injuring two ITBP personnel was specifically carried out by Red Army Pre-Park Special Task Force C. Press release from the outfit says two IEDs were planted in the area, but only one exploded, leading to less casualty. It says the attack was carried out in solidarity to the statewide total shutdown called by Coordination Committee CORCOM against Prime Minister Narendra Modi's proposed state visit. The outfit urged the public not to welcome PM Modi in the state. Manipur police team has arrested 11 people allegedly involved in the recent poll-related violence in Andhra Assembly constituency. Imphal East District Police carried out door-to-door search operation at Yambem area from 3:30 to 7 this morning. The combined team of Imphal East District Police Commando, Special Commando Kabaisoi, Thoubal Commando, Imphal West Commando and CAPF under the supervision of Imphal East District Police SP M. Pradeep, IPS carried out a drive and arrested them. Irate locals of High Rock today stormed District and Session Judge Thoubal Court as 6 accused persons in Rohit case were produced before the court. The protesters forcefully entered the court complex, chanting various slogans and demanding punishments for the culprits. The 6 accused who were in the judicial custody underwent court hearing via video conferencing. Next court hearing will be announced tomorrow. One of the protesters, Kech Korolembi, decries why state government has not taken legal actions against the perpetrators even after Rohit's father and Prem Chandra presented himself as an eyewitness in the incident. It may be mentioned that N. Rohit was killed in an unfortunate pre-poll clash that occurred on December 21st last year. GAC against the brutal killing of N. Rohit has been staging democratic protests since the incident, and the 6 accused have been undergoing trials. NPF Chandal Division President Langhu Starson clarifies that BJP workers accusing NPF workers of intimidation and violent misconduct in Chandal constituencies Unopad village is baseless. Speaking to media at NPF Chandal Party office today, Starson said NPF abides by ECI guidelines for smooth and fair conduction of polls. He condemned BJP abusing muscle power and trying to mislead public in Chandal constituency. NPF Chandal Chief Agent Tongsim Willingsand said NPF will file a defamation suit against BJP and its party candidate for tarnishing the image of NPF on media. He urged the ECI to look into the matter and facilitate conduction of free and fair election in the constituency.
Incident asi tang 18 February 2022 Saturday the thokibani asigi matangda akoi NPF na kuthinjinba hauhanba violence hauhanba kariyamata laite. NPF Chandal is very clear and aware of ECI mode of conduct. Akoi na campaign kamhan tawuni flag kamhan thekani law in makon procedure matung ina ngasi pawa guidelines ki matung ina chatharaga laibani ECI ki makada. Aduna we have no problems in our conducts in the process of our campaign.
Nimita akhoi candidate ki taraf tagi akhoi campaign aduniyan sakhi lete campaign chanai fakhi lete adu thoduk se purely public ka problem thuk sabne ko NPF level lete se season ni.
Representatives from various localities carried out protest demonstrations at Lapupat, Teramayai Laikai today against the boycott of Deputy Speaker of Manipur Legislative Assembly and Mayang Imphal MLA Kongkham Rabindro by Sekmaijin to Khordak Youth Club. Speaking to media, Founder Secretary of Sekmaijin to Khordak Ichin, JAC Sorokhaibam Hemo said 25 local clubs and 12 Mairapaibi groups formed Sekmaijin to Khordak Ichin Joint Action Committee, currently known as URDO, worked for the welfare of Sekmaijin to Khordak Ichin and is the only committee in the area. He said that the name of the committee which boycotted the Deputy Speaker was never heard before. He claimed that the act as political conspiracy in view of the election and demanded clarification regarding the same.
Honorable MLA Kongkham Rabindro bu boycott tawi hariba Semain to Khordak Youth Development Committee hariba organization si thengadri aduga akhoida affiliate tawba club organization amu sunnate Semain to Khordak gi manungda development gi damukta asoba daite lobiduna honorable MLA na magi yum phawba saduna landam sigi parja jinga hena nuksi janana naksanana development gi damukta asoba daite ma lobirabli ba sidaida maring marangba honnaba parja singda lan prasar tongnaba gi damukta tholaiba organization si akhoi leiriba landam sigi parja myam sing amati effects body club sansan sing na khangde youth committee asi gi thawpuriba miyoi sing asi athumatamda parja myamda sengdoktuna makoina tawgiba aranba asubisingdu sungthokta targati hairiba miyoi sing asi leiriba club sansan sing Mairapaibi sing landam sigi myamna makoi oina boycott tawguni.
Secretary of Khongnang Lairak, Nupi Marup Tinungai Longjam, Binita refuted allegation by one Pebam Ongbi Sajna, who claimed that a chit fund group has asked her to return money if she does not support Bishnupur Assembly constituency JDU candidate Nabakishore as unfounded. Binita said the chit fund group members asked to return the money which Sajna borrowed for husband's treatment. She clarified that the chit fund issue has no connection with JDU candidate Nabakishore whatsoever.
Pebongi Sajnana Sandorakiba Wapamdo Aranba Wapamni Akoidi Sumna Nupi Laikaigi Nupi Maruki Pasha Tauba Tangjarubani Magi Pasha Magi Nupagi Sokpa Matamda Mana Pasha Pupam Laterena Nupi Maruka Koi the Sensilaga Pasha Pubani Soiba Aranda Tiraga Mana Ngangodo Akoina Tasing Nungajate Akoidi Botkiga Dagi Mari Sunglay Nazate Kodi Mana Pasha Pugi Tauba Zangjarubani.
Manipur reported 73 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 out of 1,552 samples tested in the last 24 hours. COVID positivity rate stands at 4.70%. As per the latest report from State Health Department and COVID-19 Common Control Room, total confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Manipur are 1,36,506. Active cases are 649. One COVID-19 related death was reported in the past 24 hours, rising the death toll to 2,101. On the positive note, 82 recoveries were reported in the past 24 hours, rising the total recovered cases to 1,33,756. Manipur's recovery rate stands at 97.99%. On the note, it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring in updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. We'll be right back. Keep watching Impact News.
Mama Singi Oiba, Nungaiba Pause, Duna Lumhanba, Amadi Saitagilik, Ohanbagi Awabadagi Koknanaba, Try to view. Anoba, Mami Poco Pen, Box and a crisscross shit Oibana, Urin Botuna, Amadi, Hanjin of Sinduna Puntarani Toyona Hanba Diaperni, Haidiba Diaperasi, Japanese company Unicharm product ni, Asia's #1 baby diaper brand, Indiagi baby diaper market Tacha Danipur, Occupy Tauriba, Mami Poco Pen.
Leakage gives you good sleep, Mami Poco Pens.
Enjoy our freshly baked products. All our products contain honey. Kohi, taste the heart of Manipur.
Welcome back after the break, and you're watching Primetime English News. India added 16,051 fresh COVID-19 cases, 37,901 recoveries and 206 deaths in the past 24 hours. As per the latest report of Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, India's COVID-19 active cases have declined to 2,02,131. Total recoveries are 4,21,24,284 and recovery rate stands at 98.33%. Death toll reaches 5,12,109. Over 175 crore 46 lakh doses of COVID-19 vaccine have been administered in India so far. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 42 crore 54 lakh 64,000 people. Above 59 lakh 8,000 people have died, and recoveries are above 35 crore 12 lakh 14,000. USA has the highest active cases above 2 crore 74 lakh 54,000 in the world. Late Professor Subhakrishna Memorial Journalist Award 2022 was conferred to Impact TV camera person Laimayum Subhas alias Dodo on Mother Language Day. Manipur State commissioned for the Scheduled Tribe MACST and United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization UNESCO Club Manipur jointly conferred the award to Laimayum Subhas at Manipur Press Club on occasion of 23rd International Mother Language Day. The award consists of memento and citation. Mitai Irol Iek Loinastilol Apulnba Lup, Milal Kanglai Park and Democratic Student Alliance Manipur Desam jointly observed 23rd International Mother Language Day at Sagolban Tingom Lekai Community Hall today. Speaking at the event, Milal General Secretary H. Loikomba Mitai stressed on the need to promote mother language and use mother language in education. He lamented that national education policy has been implemented, but steps to start using mother language in education is yet to start. He also appealed to translate books written in Bengali scripts to mother language and condemned the failure to include Mitai Mayek question paper in the recent UGC NET exam and the failure to include Mitai Mayek as optional language in UPSC exam.
National Education Policy di lengang na lakthokpge 2020 da madubu haiba lakthokkiba asi akhoina ujaba matamda hujik taiba online class athariba singdasu akhoigi imalon si implement tauba akhoi udre imalon da takpiba oide aduna imalon sibu kansi akhoi irol na yekni irol na imani yek na ipani haiba sa masi ima ipa masak taksi male akhoi lon si sakwadan si haiba taragadi lon si akhoina masi mayam pumna khusamna minaraga ngasi haiba numitgi lon si sakwadna ba akhoi mayek na chauna thasi akhoi irel sibu kansi khunai sibu kansi mahirogi damakta yenga tumla chaki yenga bengali da leiba larik textbook singse akhoi irol da onthoknaba masi mari leinaba amasung Manipuri University singda masi hongjang changjan biu haidana adugi pandamda nasigi function nasi program asi pangthokjabani.
Members and volunteers of Desam and Milal Kanglai Park took out a rally to mark Mother Language Day today. Participants held various placards urging to preserve and promote mother language. Student Association, Kanglai Park, Misak also observed International Language Day at Anthropology Conference Hall of Manipur University today. Speaking at the event, Association General Secretary Y. Paringanba said International Mother Language Day is observed on February 21st every year to preserve mother language. He expressed apprehension that Mitai language might get perished and necessary measures we are not taken to safeguard the language.
Missing link na hingjari angasigi globalization gi matamsida missing link na hingjari ba amadi atopa achoba lonsing na mapandagi phujilakba sabu kya sina tamna namangsilagliba hoi ngasigi Manipuri lon ase asibu kannana bai pandamda amadi sakhotna bai pandamda malemgi awang bathakta khatmina se haibagi pandamda ngasigi misakna numida sibu International Mother Language Day asibu observe tawjabani.
Directorate of Language Planning and Implementation, Manipur also observed Mother Language Day at the Multipurpose Hall of SCERT in Lamphel today. A symposium on using technology for multilingual learning, challenges and opportunities were conducted on the occasion. Flag hoisting ceremony of Janata Dal United JDU candidate of Patsoi constituency W. Bomcha was held at his residence in Takil Kongbal Thodam Leirak, followed by a political conference today. JDU Patsoi Assembly constituency president, party candidates and officials attended the event. "26-year-old Sekmai Assembly constituency and CP candidate Popilal THANGJAM called upon the public to show that youths with no assets can set an example in politics. Speaking at his election flag hoisting ceremony at his residence in Paying today, Popilal stressed on the need for youths to partake in politics for development. He highlighted that Sekmai, which is the only scheduled caste reserved constituency among the 60 assembly constituencies of Manipur is still lagging behind in development, though located nearby the Imphal city. He appealed to vote for sincere candidates and not to get wooed by money power. It may be mentioned that among the 55 candidates for the upcoming state election from 13 constituency in Imphal West District, Populal is the youngest and only candidate who had declared no assets in his nomination affidavit, and second youngest candidate in the state next to 25-year-old Wangjing Tenta NPP candidate Usham Manglim, who is the youngest.
Political platform haibsidi yamna phaba platform ni samasa sibu khunai sibu semgat sagat bada political power political platform am changi adum oinamak naha singi involvement se thaina daily sang sitna ahan hana lepkap pakharaba mayam sin naha singi aki tujung bama phawhan gare haidaranti haibsidi pesa pai daba yade khugan pangan daba yade lanthum hingkon sampati mayam laitaba yade hana adum khallaga leiba adum oinamak naha sing sida leiriba potential sidi utna nabagi platform natra utna nabagi pandam duri pi dabni na handak naha oiriba achumba tawning ba ikhoi mayam sin sum tumina leisen gi bataragadi ranti haise mayamna yamna hanthana khangi gadabagi leibadagi maram oiraga tungda hogalakadaba naha sing mayam gi suyauna aikhoina senthum paidaba taragasu masidi mihut ama oina mirep ama oina khoi thengnaba yaina haina khallaga hoi thokjarakpani.
Sekmai constituency JDU candidate and former MLA KH Debendro said there will be a tough fight between JDU and BJP in Sekmai constituency in the upcoming election, and untimely JDU will win. Ultimately, JDU will win. Debendro was speaking on the sidelines of his blessing ceremony at his residence in Sekmai, Makhalaikai today, condemning rising poll-related violences in various constituencies. Debendro expressed firm belief that free and fair election will be held in the constituency.
Ipai Pusimbu, Tony Javanamini, Assisi Quegi, Sagagi Piba, Aduga Kongi Kolapa, Quarapong Atani, Quegi Alaman Mayama Puna, Assi Quay Tony Jerega, Lakadar elections in my Pagnagi, Quegi Ipai Pusina Tony Javator Amani. Nearest rival Di Masana, Quay sitting the lady, Quegi BJP candidate, Quegi High Dingo Igni and Kali. Hanati Yamkanadi Heneroi. Below 1,000 oigini. Isang may kanang quite peaceful oiba adugumba kanoni. Kana China ba quite like that.
Oinam Assembly constituency JDU candidate Thangjam Swaran Kumar said selling one's adult franchise for some money hinders development in the state. He was speaking at his election meeting at Oinam Awangleikai ground yesterday. Swaran Kumar alleged BJP of abusing money power and engaging in corruption to win the election. National People's Party NPP State Vice President and Party candidate from Mayang Imphal constituency, Udikimbam Ramesh, batted for extensive enhancement of the state's fishery department as people consume lots of fishes, and fish farming is the main occupation of most of the residents of Mayang Imphal constituency. Speaking at the election-related public meeting held at Lapupatera YOC Community Hall yesterday, Udikimbam Ramesh assured of striving to convert the fishery department into a major department if elected.
Manipur masing-masing ako'y ngagi dakal ay siya sige mati guange ako'y isagi tuloy potok sina konada na mapandagi anhadagi atobotong state-agi ngagi pasan ako'y ngase import to na kana ako'y Manipur masing-masing ako'y ngagi awat pasan lahi habase ay ngasi ako'y gi party ki manifesto pongom dare puthok anda ako'y yamna kumakhane ala hojai na thamjani gi kari gomba mathangi government sida NPP ni lusing ba government lagadi fishery department se koi major department ma soin auto bani hai.
Kaithal Manbi Battalion Chandrakhong COB under 9th Sector Assam Rifles has organized free medical and dental camp under operations at Bhavana project at Leirongthel village. 350 villagers were checked up at the camp where resource person raised awareness on negative impact of drugs, hygiene, sanitation and social distancing to avoid COVID-19. 16 Assam Rifles under headquarter 9th Sector Assam Rifles has organized their health camp at Yairipok Leirongthel village in Thoubal district. Medicine doctors and dentists checked up around 500 residents of Leirongthel village at the camp and also distributed medicines to those in need for free. And now the sports news. Manipur has bagged 20 medals at 12th National Kudo Championship and 2nd Federation Cup held under the aegis of Kudo International Federation of India at Himachal Pradesh, Solan from February 14 to 18. Altogether, 15 boys and 8 girls competed in various categories and bagged 9 gold medals, 4 silver medals and 7 bronze medals. Manipur team was assisted by coach Devin Moirangthem and manager El Singhajid. Three league matches of the 63rd Sir Churchan Singh KCSI CBE Memorial Invitation Football Tournament we have played today. All Manipur Football Association is holding the tournament at the artificial turf ground at Lamlong Tongkong. In 51st league match, Aim Khabam and Amofa Moirang ended 1-1 draw. In the 52nd league match, Classic FH Chingmairong dropped DM Rao Awang Sekmai 4-0, and in the 53rd league match, F-or-C Cycle defeated YPHU Lalambong in 2-1. 2 league matches will be played at the artificial turf ground on February 23rd. League match of the ongoing Indian Super League 2021-22 hosted by Goa between Bengaluru and Orissa is underway at GMC Athletic Stadium since 7:30 p.m. In yesterday's match played at Tilak Maidan, Jamshedpur defeated Chennai in 4-1. For the winners, Ritvik Das, Boris THANGJAM, Daniel Chimachuku and Greg Stewart scored 1 goal each at 22nd, 33rd, 39th and 46th minute. Hyderabad is leading the table trailing with 32 points, followed by Jamshedpur in the second spot with 31 points and ATK Mohan Bagan with 30 points. In a 30-20 cricket match played at Kolkata's Eden Garden Stadium hosted by India, India defeated West Indies by 17 runs. West Indies won the toss and chose to field. Batting first, India scored 184 runs in 20 overs with 5 wickets down. In this inning, Surya Kumar Yadav scored 65 runs, Venkatesh Iyer scored 35 runs and Ishan Kishan scored 34 runs. In response to that, batting second, West Indies scored 167 runs in 20 overs, 20 with 9 wickets down. In this inning, N. Puran and R. Shepherd scored 61 and 29 runs. India's batsman Surya Kumar Yadav scored 31 balls and 65 runs bagged man of the match title. India won all the 3 matches between the two countries. Before we end, let's take a look at headlines once again. Congress star campaigner Rahul Gandhi addresses public gathering at Hapta Kangjai in Imphal. AICC leader assures Congress party will safeguard language, culture and history of Manipur. 2 personnel of the Indo-Tibetan border police on election duty sustained splinter injuries in IED explosion at Wangu Tera area in Kapching district. Manipur adds 73 new COVID-19 cases, 82 recoveries and 1 death in 24 hours. Positivity rate stands at 4.70%. India logged 16,051 new COVID-19 cases, over 37,000 recoveries and 206 deaths in 24 hours. Recovery rate stands at 98.33%. And Impact TV's camera person Laimayum Shubhas bags late Professor Subhakrishna Memorial Journalist Award 2022 on Mother Language Day. And that's all we have in this edition of the English Primetime Bulletin. Thank you for joining us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. For more news, you can also follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube. Till then, good night, stay indoors and stay safe.
Sky Hospital, providing 24/7 heart attack center in Manipur. Don't delay, call immediately if you are having symptoms of heart attack like sudden onset chest pain, breathlessness, pain in left arm, heaviness in chest, nausea,